Okay, so today's video, you have about as much information as I do. I got told to bring my passport. I think we're going to a beach. I have to sign in somewhere with security, and apparently it's a secret. Now that I say it out loud, it sounds kind of sketchy, honestly. But if you're watching this, that means I'm still alive. If you're not watching it, call the embassy, I guess. Lots of semen in this place. All right, before you dirty birds get into the comments, that's because this is a naval station. So just like a lot of the secret beaches in Thailand, and pretty much everybody knows about them, but this one is a little more off the beaten path. We're about 40 minutes south of Pattaya. With those two clues, you should be able to figure out where it is. I'm gonna let you guys do a little bit of research so you can get your practice in. But we're here to just relax for the day. One thing to note, if you wanna come down here on a motorbike, have to cross that big mountain that I showed you guys, and there's monkeys everywhere. Personally, I don't really mess with monkeys anymore. Last time I was in Chanthaburi, I got ganked by one. He tried to steal my camera, and then all his little homies tried to jump me. It was a nightmare. But this place looks super pretty, so let's go check it out. So first impressions, it's really nice, and I'm guessing since this is a naval installation, they're really keen on keeping it really clean. So there's signs everywhere, there's no smoking, littering is a big deal, so relative to most beaches here, unfortunately, it's very clean. It's a little more crowded today, there's more people actually on the beach and in the water, which might not be okay for you, but for me, I love it because there's actually kind of a swell here today since it's a little bit windy. And you can rent kayaks here, so being able to sit here and just be able to watch a bunch of kooks get flipped in kayaks, it's pretty good. Between here and Bank Saray is really fun too because they have a big floating jetty that goes all the way out through the break if there's any swell. And people try to walk out on it and just get dumped off the side of it from the swell. It's a really good time. All right, deep philosophical question alert. If you're not ready to question everything, just skip ahead. Why is it at the beach, especially, the biggest bodies seem to try to fit into the smallest swimsuits?
In a little coat, bad guy in a little coat.
Is it just like a perspective thing? Do they just look that small because it's such a massive body? But I mean, there's a whole group here. I think there's more material on my t-shirt than spread between the 10 of them in their bathing suits. As I'm sure you can tell by this point, secret beach, it is not. Now, I'm sure if you came here during the slow season, you'd probably pretty much have it to yourself. It's still not too crazy. There's plenty of room to like stretch out all the way down the beach. One nice thing too, since Jomtien and Pattaya, like those beaches were there originally, but they built them up. So they were bigger and longer, like you always see in all the videos. How far it is from the street to the beach, that's because they built it up. So unfortunately, a lot of that sand is more like dirt, really. And here it's actually white sand, really soft, well, beige sand. And one thing I still haven't gotten used to is just how warm the water always is. I'm used to that crispy California water, 60, 65 degrees tops year round. So every time I go to step in here, I kind of flinch real quick and then I'm like, oh, it's like a very subtle bath water, but like in a good way.
Hello, hey, Tracy with the good heels on. Let me tell you about my day, it won't be real long. Woke up to starting to recall more frequent daydreaming now.
Just like everywhere else in Thailand, naval installation or not, they got beer. And tall cans here are only 70 baht. So that's pretty cheap for on the beach. Usually, kind of goes without saying, when you're on the beach, there's nowhere else to go get it, so you usually get taxed, but that's pretty fair. Side note, also another thing, since this is a whole naval installation, the whole way you drive here, all the way from Sukhumvit, you're going through a big naval installation. So it's really nice, it's really pretty, it's really well maintained. All the grass and all the trees and everything are trimmed perfectly. It's super clean. So it is a really pretty drive over here, as well as once you get here. So it is about that time. I'm sticky, I'm salty, I'm ready for a shower, I'm ready to go back. I think I'm ready for some green curry. Something about sitting in the sun all day just makes that hit completely different. One thing to note, if you do want to come down here, foreigners are required to leave the beach by 6 p.m. I'm assuming that has something to do since it's a military installation. Not really sure, there's no reason why, but something to note, just plan to be out of here around sunset-ish if you do plan on coming down.
I try to stick to myself, but my thoughts ain't safe. How can I not be good for my health when it's my own space? They give no grace, I show no face, share no location. Them throwback plays back on my station. To a time when R&B was by love still, and I had a clear mind and still knew how trust feel. Still my head spinning 1,000 an hour. If you're still around, come get shower with flowers, cause I can't miss a moment.
Cool. All right, so we are back in my neck of the woods. A shower smells like a great idea right now. I'm gonna go grab some dinner. And honestly, I'm about ready for a nap / go to sleep. So if you are interested in checking out Sai Khao Beach, I'm pretty sure I murdered that, I always do. I definitely think it's worth it. Cruise on down there, it's not too far, especially if you're in Pattaya. If you made it this far in the video, I'm assuming you liked it, so go ahead, drop a like down below. That way YouTube knows this is something you enjoy. And as always, I hope you guys have a great day. We'll catch you in the next one.